Sick. Alrighty, what is good, guys? We are back today with another scooter review. As you guys can see in front of me, which is upside down, don't know why, we have the Ethic Lindworm V3. This thing looks absolutely crazy. I've been waiting to get my hands on this for a while now. I hit up Cyril from Ethic. It was actually probably about a week ago and asked him if I can get this. He sent it over really quick. It actually arrived yesterday. Unfortunately, I couldn't pick it up. But we're just going to be doing the review side of things today. We're not actually going to ride it today. You will see me ride it in this video, obviously, but today I've got a fair bit going on. I'm going to Frankston Skate Park, actually holding a little event for TDG scooters. We're holding a little ride day down at Frankston with the Crit, Crisp and District riders. We've got Lewis Crampton, Angus Varney, Brock Edwards, Tom Green, a couple of other boys going down. It should be a good day. And it's already going to be done by the time this video goes out, but that's okay. I'm not exactly sure when this video will be going out, but as of today, it is the 25th of September. It is actually my 25th birthday today. So happy birthday to me. Been scootering for a long time. But enough about me. Let's talk about the Ethic Lindworm V3 right here. I actually have the boxed version. You guys can obviously see that. It is really nice. I've got the 22 long one. So this is 5.5 wide by 22.2 long. Just over 22 inches is what I measured in total. Quite a nice looking deck. Straight off the bat, one of the things I noticed, the Ethic Lindworm V3 right here is very similar to the original V3s. The Ethic Lindworms, I should say, sorry. Very similar looking head tube. I actually really dig the Ethic head tubes. It's nice and thick. I feel like this has been actually beefed up a little bit compared to the old Lindworms, but it looks really nice. So the Lindworm V3 right here comes with a 12mm axle inside it. It actually comes with a conversion kit as well. It's got all that little goodies right here in this bag. It comes with an 8mm conversion kit. The only problem is I actually don't have an axle, but I mean, that'll be no problems. I'm sure I have an axle in my car or out the back, something like that, that I can put on this instantly, be able to ride it. But I've got the chrome right here. It comes in two different colors. It comes in chrome and black, two different sizes as well. It comes in 23 and the 22.2 that we have here. It might be longer than 23. I just kind of went on the website and most were saying 23, which is awesome. Still got the beautiful original nylon Ethic brake right here with the very sharp devil horns on the end here. I absolutely love the Ethic brakes. They're very responsive, nice and soft, but I'm not a huge fan of brakes. You guys already know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take this brake off, drill some holes in the top and put my Trinity fender on there because I absolutely love that thing. So we're going to flip it upside down. Looking at the bottom right here, it's got some very nice graphics. Obviously has the Lindworm logo right here. Got some nice kind of scratchy effects. It just says Lindworm V3 Ethic DTC. I'm not entirely sure what DTC stands for, but a long time ago, I'm pretty sure I heard it stands for Destroy the Competition. If not, that sounds really cool, let alone Destroy the Competition. Pretty cool idea. It is 5.5 on the top and you do lose the tiniest bit on the bottom. It's 5.25 on the bottom, just a slight bit of kind of concave going in on the bottom. Not entirely sure on how much concave is on this deck, but I can feel there is a little bit of concave, so it's going to feel really nice. As you guys can tell, it does have quite a lengthy head tube right here, and the brake does go back a fair bit, so you're only going to get 14.2 inches of foot space. That is quite a small amount of foot space for a 22.2 long deck. But in saying that, it might not be a huge problem. I do prefer a much bigger foot space. Obviously, I want to take advantage of the whole deck being 22. But in saying that, I don't think it's going to be too big of a fuss for me. I've been riding the Flavor deck and it hasn't got the biggest amount of foot room, but it hasn't got the smallest amount either, so it's been quite nice. The head tube angle on this is 83.6, I read on the Vault, so I don't know if that's correct, but I'm going to go with that. 83 sounds about right, but 83.6, I don't know if that's correct. Could be 84, could be 83, but on the Vault, I went on there and checked out the specs, and it was 83.6. So cheers to the Vault for that one, for the head tube angle specs right there. We're going to flip it back onto the bottom again. I'm going to tell you about the 50 and 50 room we have here. I measured it with the, what spaces are these? I'm going to say these are the 30mm spaces on here right now. I measured it all the way to the end of the spaces right here, and you're going to get 2.2 inches of 50 and 50 room. Going to do some nice, lovely 50s and 50s on this. I'm actually going to be riding this today at Frankston. Well, I'm hoping to be riding this at Frankston, but I'll probably do my week review when I get to riding this actual scooter. But enough of me talking. I'm going to sit this thing down. I'm going to grip it up. We're going to go have a good time. I'm going to ride this for a little bit, but you're going to see some clips soon. It is a brand new day. It's a picture perfect day here in Melbourne. Beautiful spring day. The only thing is we have a little bit of wind, so I'm going to apologize in advance if you guys can hear the wind on the microphone right now, but it's been, I don't know, it was the 25th when I recorded the start of this video. It is now the 3rd of October, so it has been a fair while. I'm going to apologize for taking so long to get this Ethic review out, but I was doing Empire camps for the last 2 weeks and I was obviously working on the weekends in my store, so I've been super busy. But since I filmed this video, I ended up doing what I said by drilling brake holes into the deck. So I don't know if it's going to work. Drilled brake holes in the deck and put my Trinity fender, and as you guys can see, look at how much foot room I have increased, gained I should say. It's actually increased the foot room a fair bit, and in doing so it's made this deck feel a lot more comfortable. But I'm not going to talk about this deck right now. We're going to sit the camera down and get some clips. I'm actually going to chuck the GoPro on and get some GoPro clips because it's been a long time since I got some of that. We're going to make sure the angle is nice and set before we go ahead and get some proper clips, but I'm going to chuck the GoPro on, get a little bit of clips in there. Just want to show you guys what it's like to cruise the bowl, because it's super fun to slide around this thing here. They've actually just painted the bowl blue again, repainted it. It doesn't look like it's brand new, but they've repainted it so it's super reflective on today's, well, on today, I guess you could say, because it is a beautiful day out, not a cloud in the sky. It's going to be like 27 degrees today, so the first real hot day of spring. Looking forward to it. Righty, we're going to get right into the swing of things. Again, I'm going to apologize for the microphone on this, for one, because it's windy and I don't know what the go is with this microphone. It kind of cuts in and out, and two, if the angle isn't very great. This is the farthest back I can get the camera, but we're going to get into the swing of things. So first impressions right off the bat, I'm really impressed with this Ethic Lindworm V3 right here. I love it so far. One of the first things I did was actually take the brake off. I rode the brake for maybe 2 days. I kept getting my foot caught in the brake, so every time I'd go to run and jump on my scooter, my foot would actually go in between the wheel and the brake, which is super annoying. It's actually a common thing for me because I'm not used to riding a brake. So every time I get on a scooter with one, that generally happens. But the foot room is quite small on this deck. It's one thing I did notice off the bat as well, because the deck is set up for 125mm wheels, so the 12mm standard. So it's set up for a bigger wheelbase, so the foot space is going to be shorter. The head tube is quite long. So what I did again was I drilled some holes on top of my deck, obviously to put a fender on there, which improved the foot room. So immediately off the bat, that improved the overall feel of the scooter for me. The scooter itself grinds really nicely. The bottom of the deck, as you guys can see right here, it's a little bit scratched up, which is not too bad. Let me just get the focus going right here. I really do like the curved front ends here. I didn't notice it the first couple of days until I flipped upside down and kind of had a little bit better look. The curved front ends right here are actually really nice, really durable. It makes it really nice for crooks and stuff like that, which is obviously a plus. You want better features rather than worse features. The back end though, the curved back ends, same thing again. They're not fully rounded, but they are curved a little bit, which makes it feel super good. I do have 2 cracks in the back of my deck though. I'm going to show you that later, but that's something I'm going to talk about in the end of this video. But we're going to sit the camera down and get some more clips. Probably do some air clips because I haven't really done much air stuff, so we'll get some air clips for you guys. Man, it's only like 10:30 in the morning here and I'm already starting to sweat. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful spring day today. I can't stress that enough. Like, I'm so happy the warm weather is here, but I'm also not a huge fan of summer weather or too hot weather. Like, you know, I like up to about, it's going to be supposedly 29 today. That's on the hotter side for me. Like, I like hot weather, but if I'm trying to ride and film clips and do whatever, definitely like around the 25, 20s area, just perfect weather obviously. Height with everything I've filmed so far. That front lip on the GoPro was really nice, that was satisfying, and that whip by whip air first tee, super fun. I've been riding Empire a lot lately, so I've been getting my combos back, which is pretty fun. It's always good to ride something different. I mean, challenge yourself, go back to your old styles and do tricks that you've never really done before, or you haven't done in a long time. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this deck a little bit more so far. So again, the head tube angle is really nice. They said it was like 83.6 or something like that in the video, what I got off the vault, so I don't know if that's correct, but for me it's kind of weird for nosies. I think this is not my least favorite deck, but I'm struggling the most for nosies on this Ethic right here. Could just be me, I could suck today, but you know, I was trying to do a nosy clip with the GoPro and I sucked at it, and then I even went down to the mani pads down the back and I still sucked at doing nosies as well. So that's one thing off the bat I've noticed. Nosiest, you know, funny guy. Let me just fix this, because this is actually annoying me. But primarily the back end is what I want to talk about. I don't know if this is just happening to me or if this is happening to everyone, but if this is happening to everyone, I really don't like it, because I know what kids are like when they find a crack in their scooter. They instantly think, nah, this is shit. I'm going to take it back, I'm going to claim warranty. But for me, personally, truthfully, this isn't a warranty kind of issue. If you guys have a crack in your deck, please just try and ride it for as long as you can. Fair enough if you spent X amount of money and you find a crack, but if you guys are riding fly out, or if you guys are just riding straight concrete ramps, I mean, you can't really expect anything less. But I'm going to show you, sorry bud, I'm going to show you the crack in the back right now. So this is what we're dealing with. Okay, you guys can see that right there, right? That crack is all the way through. Now I don't know what the go is with this deck. You guys can see there's like dropout kind of things in here, and they've actually obviously welded the top and then just kind of sanded it back, or not sanded it, but filed. I don't know, yeah, whatever. Made it so the weld is actually not there, but it's still on the inside, I guess. But I feel like my whole back end is going to snap off eventually. Now don't get me wrong guys, and Ethic and Cyril, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to shit on you guys, but when I do reviews, I'm giving you my honest review. Like, I don't care, like, I'm brutally honest, okay? And that's what you guys should expect, and that's why I'm here, because I'm going to give you my truthful opinion on what I think is going to happen. But I think I'm going to peel my grip tape back and I'm going to show you guys. You can actually see the crease on my back end. It looks like no, it's not look like it's moving, but you guys can see the stress it's putting on my back end. So give me one sec. So as you guys can see right here, it doesn't even want to focus because it's been a butthole prick, but that's okay. You guys can see the crack right here. And you guys can see, I don't know if you can actually tell that line. You guys can see that line. You can see where, I think where it's actually been welded, but it's putting a lot of stress. I've got it on both sides. I've got a crack on both sides. Again, it doesn't want to focus because it's been a butthole for me. Focus, please. You guys can kind of see. Now this is to me, again, not a serious problem to me. I don't really get bothered by this kind of stuff. I just obviously will pay attention to it and make sure it doesn't get any worse. But that's one thing I did notice right off the bat. Don't get me wrong guys, I'm not trying to crap on Ethic or anything. I'm doing a review. I've had the scooter for what, just over a week, and that's it. But I'm going to show you the bottom so far. We got it nice and waxed up. This deck does slide very nicely once you wax it up, which is the best part about it. It feels super nice, like very buttery to grind. Obviously the brake hole is here. Put the brake off. But there's not much about this deck that I don't like. I actually really enjoy this deck. Obviously I would try and increase the foot room because it just doesn't feel like a 22-inch long deck. It feels like a 21, because it felt quite cramped with the actual brake on there. But that's it, man. I'm super pumped with this deck, like happy with it. Like, I was very intrigued on how it would feel. It's a bit on the heavier side for an Ethic at least. Obviously if you feel the Ethic Pandemoniums, Iconoclast, stuff like that, they are very light, but I've obviously bulked this one up, made it super sturdy. We're going to see how long this goes for. I'm very interested to see how long I can ride it for. Hopefully I don't have a problem. But I'm actually pretty sure I'm going to give this to my friend Ben Skinner. Not give it, he's just going to ride it, because I have another deck that I need to test, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting an Elite, one of the new Elites as well, so that's going to be very interesting. But that's going to do it for this Ethic review guys. If you guys did enjoy this one, be sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe, do all that kind of good stuff. Huge shout out to Ethic and Cyril for sending this out to me, and see you in the next one. Peace.